What if Tony Soprano wasn't James Gandolfini? What if the most iconic mob boss in television history was played by a rock musician who had never acted a single day in his life? That almost happened. And now, for the first time, we have the audition tape to prove it. Steven Van Zandt just sat down with Jimmy Fallon and revealed one of the most fascinating what-if stories in TV history. And it's even wilder than you'd expect. Steven Van Zandt is 75 years old and has lived one of the most remarkable lives in rock and roll history. He's been a core member of Bruce Springsteen's legendary E Street Band for decades. He's had 2 solo music careers. He's a Hall of Famer, inducted with the E Street Band into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2014. Music was his world. Acting was not even on his radar. And then David Chase came calling. Chase, the creator of what would become The Sopranos, was in what Van Zandt described as a mood to break all the rules. And breaking all the rules apparently meant casting the lead role of Tony Soprano with a guy who had never acted before in his life. A rock musician. Someone HBO had absolutely zero confidence in for a project of this scale and ambition. Jimmy Fallon actually showed the audition tape on The Tonight Show, and it's something else. Van Zandt sitting there, hair slicked back behind his ears, wearing a black and blue shirt, reciting one of Tony's monologues from the pilot episode. And honestly, he's not bad. There's something raw and magnetic about it. You can see exactly why David Chase was drawn to him, but HBO was not having it. Van Zandt remembered their reaction with a laugh. They basically said, "Are you out of your mind? This is a big investment for us." They weren't about to hand the lead role of their prestige crime drama to someone whose entire professional life had been spent on stage with a guitar. The network pushed back hard, and ultimately, James Gandolfini got the role. And the rest, as they say, is history. 3 Emmy Awards and a performance that is still widely considered the greatest in television history. But here's where the story gets really interesting. David Chase didn't want to lose Van Zandt entirely. After Gandolfini was cast, Chase told Van Zandt he could have any existing role he wanted in the show. And Van Zandt's response was not what anyone expected. He said he started feeling guilty about taking an actor's job because his wife, Maureen Santoro, is a real actress and he sees firsthand what she goes through to build a career. He married her in 1982, and his respect for her craft made him uncomfortable stepping in front of working actors for a plum role. So Chase did something extraordinary. He said, "Fine, you won't take an actor's job, so I'm going to write you a brand new character that doesn't exist yet." And that is how Silvio Dante was born, Tony's right-hand man, his consigliere. One of the most loyal and ultimately most brutal characters in the entire DeMeo crime family. Chase literally invented a character from scratch just to keep Van Zandt in the show. And as a bonus, Van Zandt's wife Maureen appeared in 28 episodes as Gabriella Dante, Silvio's wife. The couple played a couple on one of the greatest TV shows ever made. Van Zandt didn't just show up and wing it. In the 2024 HBO documentary, Stevie Van Zandt, Disciple, he revealed how seriously he took building the character. He wrote an entire biography for Silvio Dante, a complete backstory about a man who grew up alongside Tony Soprano as his best friend. And for the emotional core of that friendship, he drew on something deeply personal, his own real-life relationship with Bruce Springsteen. The loyalty, the history, the bond between 2 people who have been through everything together. He took that and poured it into Silvio. That's no amateur work, that's genuine craft. Chase remembered in the documentary exactly what drew him to Van Zandt in the first place, saying he was funny, charismatic, and just glued you to the screen. The Sopranos ran for 6 seasons, from 1999 to 2007. Won 21 Primetime Emmy Awards, and remains one of the most celebrated television series ever produced. Van Zandt won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Ensemble in both 2000 and 2008. A rock musician who never acted almost became Tony Soprano. Instead, he inspired a brand new character, brought his wife along for the ride, and delivered one of the most memorable supporting performances in TV history. And somewhere in an HBO vault, there is an audition tape of Steven Van Zandt reading Tony's lines, and it's better than anyone expected. If this blew your mind even a little, hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite Silvio moment, and subscribe for more incredible TV stories just like this one. See you in the next video.